So basically point to sites VPN we use whenever we want to communicate the Azure VM over private IP address, right? So generally guys, nowadays due to the lockdown you are working through the VPN, and the VPN, what actually VPN does, VPN create a tunneling session between your computers and official networks, and this is encrypted way. So the same things whenever you are managing the cloud virtual machines, and normally everyone know that the VM can be reachable over the internet, over the public IP address, but trust me, public IP address is not safe for every times. Got my point? Even whenever you guys are working cloud and production basis, none of the cases the public IP will be reachable. Totally strictly they're banned. None of the VM can be reachable over the public IP address. Every VM will be reachable based on the point to site VPN. So the point to site VPN, there is a three way you can authenticate. One is certificate based that we are going to do. Another one is Radius server based, and another one is Azure Active Directory based. So this time I'm selecting the methods for using the certificate base. So let's do it. So in that case, so first I'm creating one virtual NIC card. So here the couple of things we need: virtual NIC card, okay. Next we need gateway subnets, okay. Next we need VNG, okay, virtual network gateway, and after that we need to create two self-signed certificate. One is for root, one of this for this client. After we create the self-signed certificates, we have to download and configure the application VNG, virtual network gateway, and then I'll try to reach the virtual machines over this private IP address. Clear? This is our practicals. Let's start. So first I'm creating one resource groups, RG1. VM net 1, creating one central US, okay. So this is the IP address is created, okay. So subnet is by default. So after I'm going to create, perfect. Then go to resources, and then I'm going to subnets. In this subnet, you guys see that there are already subnets is created. I will just create one more thing, that is gateway subnets, and that is gateway subnets will allow to connect these virtual machines, okay. So I'm creating one gateway subnets. So it's not mandatory, NAT gateway, none of this, all of the things is by default, and just click on save. Now you can see that virtual, gateway subnet was created, right? Okay, fine. So now what we need to do right now, my VNet is already created, and now what I need to do, I will create virtual network gateway. So it will taking time, so it will take another 20 to 24 minutes. So I'm going to create this. So for that reason, I am just going to choose go to the home, virtual network gateway. So add gateway, VNG1 VPN. So I'll tell you the XSpace route later on. Region. Okay, so in that case, which domain, which region we have created the VMnet, I have to create the same things on that. So my resource is on central US. Okay, so I will create the VNG on central US location. Now see, once I select the VMnet 1, the gateway subnet automatically scanned. Only subnet in the current selected virtual network are listed. Great. Fine. So next is tagging, next is all those stuffs. Validation failed, record the missing is not validated. What makes the trouble? Let's go to there. Yes. Here you have to provide the public address name. Let's say PIP. Okay, so public address, public IP. All are quite natural. So it will take some time. Meanwhile, I just go and download the certificates. Okay, so you can go to the Google. At Google, just type point to site VPN certificates. This is actually step defined. Well, it's very good for us. So I'll just I'll give you the same thing to you also. Ping you. Yes, but this is for this certificate. This is for self-signed certificates for okay, it's P2 child certificates. This is the root certificate. Okay, so I will just install this certificate in my systems. So this is my base machine, so I want this VM to be communicated from this base machine. So in that case, start admin, sorry, MMC. These two certificates are there. Okay, so I'm just going to delete this. Fine. Now I'm going to create this self-signed certificate. So let's open the ISE, Windows PowerShell Integrated Environment. So first I will create the first certificates, point to site root certificates. Certificate is available on Keystore. Next I will download the same certificates. Okay, the thumbprint already told. Now I'm going to MMC again. So this I will showing you. Refresh. Now see that these two certificate created, right? So here I think I want to do one more things. I will export this certificates because I have installed this self-signed certificates on my computer, that means base machine computers Keystore. Okay, from this particular Keystore I will export this certificate as a base 64 so that I can contain the CSR and create the same things on these virtual private networks. Okay, so this is my root certificates. So I'm just going to export it. Next, base 64. Base 64 what? Because base 64 can allow you to encode, copy, it allow you to copy the encoded part. Okay, inputted successfully. Now this is my root certificate. Now what I need to do, open with Notepad. Now this is my required things. Okay, so let's wait, it will take some time. So it is still deploying and going on, so for the timing I have to wait. Let's, after that we will start. I have already done one step ahead, so that once it is deployed, then we will directly move to the deployment. Okay, so it's now finally completed. That's good. Okay, so now
Yes.
what I need to do, I will create the virtual machine as well, because both cannot be done at the same time. It will be create up problems. Okay, so now on the same networks, I will create one virtual machines. So RG1, let's say uh, my VM, and it is on Central US. So the same IP address is detecting, so nothing can be changed. And review and create. Perfect. So my VPN also, I mean my virtual machine also created. Perfect. So
So virtual machine we will create in both zone or just in a single?
no, only I've created only virtual machines here in Azure.
Okay, this is East Central US, correct?
Central
Okay.
US, where my resource groups are there. Right?
Okay, okay.
Perfect. Now I'm going to virtual network gateway, and I'm clicking on it, and there is options point to site configuration. Okay, so click on there. As of now it is not at all configured. Okay, so click on configure. So for this address pool, you can give them, any of the IP ranges. This is address pool name. Okay. So any of this range is created. Okay. And the VPN here I'm selecting IKV2 OpenVSSL or anything you can say. So generally this is what is the default setting I'm reading. Now here there is a three-way. First one is authenticated type Azure certificates, radius authentication in Azure Active Directories. So this time I'm selecting Azure certificates. So if you choose Azure certificate, so definitely you have to provide the Azure certificate name, right? So in Azure certificate name, I'm copying the certificates name, that is I'm copying the content of P2S root certificate. So I am selecting its P2S, and as I have opened already certificate in base 64 options, so I'm just copying this part as well. Right, now click on save.
I think we need to remove begin certificate and end certificate in last point in Notepad.
Sorry, I'm not getting.
Just open a Notepad.
Oh yeah,
first
yes,
line.
yes. Sorry. Remove it. Yeah. So exactly. Perfect. Fine. So it is now saved. So what I need to do, I'll just download the VPN. Okay. Okay, so I want to export it. Export to and desktops. I'm creating one C21. Okay, so let's go to the set here. So this is Azure VPN. This is the XML files. Okay, so I will see that this is for these certificates and all, wherever you want to put it installed, and this is the VPN configuration. Okay, so just a minute. VPN files, generic certificates. Okay, so it's in that case, so it is not allowing us to do that. Okay, so I have to do get to SSTP SSL, then I will try to do that again. Okay, so now try to download it again. Yes, that's I'm actually looking for. So I've wrongly selected that part. Now I'll open run as administrator. So now after run it, okay, so then we have to go, for this enter things to be installed. It will take some time, so we will not to hurry. The last time we did the mistakes, so in that case, after it will take some time, then so this is one SSTP and this is one IKV2. Okay, so so I am just going to delete this one SSTP. So this is VMnet 1. What we have created here, so the VMnets what we have created, the same things as created here. Okay, yes. So now I'm going to create, connect and disconnect, I mean these options. So click on yes, it is now connected. Okay, so now the last time we are facing problem because there is a problem happen in the certificate level. Okay, and sometime we have downloaded the wrong VPN, that is why it was created problem. So right now you can see that guys that connected option is showing. I mean now you guys can access the virtual machines based on his private IP address. Forget about this one. Try to access this one by this IP address. Now we are accessing the VM based on this private IP address through point to site VPN. This is the big thing, boss, because if you understand the point to site VPN concept, so maximum interview question they will ask you how you create the VPN, why during the time of certificates, so what are the requirement of the certificates, what are the requirement of clients, because you are authenticating this one based on this VPN. Okay, now certificates is actually, while you create the tunneling, certificates is actually giving you the encryption so that your data will be protected, right? This is the main purpose of the certificates. So while any VPN, whenever they are creating the tunnel, it's creating this certificate based authentication. Now here who is authenticating? Your VMnets. This is this is actually if you go to there in the VM networks, sorry, not this one, the VMnet 1, it's created in that only the VMnet groups. Clear? This only, and same VNet, I just downloaded that, but it is created here. Now once you connect it, now it is creating tunneling between your access desktops to your Azure virtual machine connectivity. Now whatever you do right now in this VM, it's totally on secure. Any questions? Any questions, any doubt, ask me. This is altogether called point to site VPN.
Okay. If we want to get access of this VM from another region, is it possible?
Another region means?
It means this VM created in a central US, correct?
Yes.
We want to access this VM from East US.
Yeah. Yeah, why not? Through VPN everywhere you can access. But
Okay.
you have to install the certificate everywhere. That means
Okay.
the root certificates have to install these machines. Then only it will be communicated.
Okay. Okay.
Clear?
Yes, clear.
Perfect. So now next is site-to-site VPN. This is very conceptual things. So let first understood the concept, because it is taking another time. I'm not sure whether we can complete it or not, but understand the theoretical concept, and then it will be easier when we will do the practicals. Not sure today we will complete it because it is also taking too much time to do that. So while as we completed this part, so I am going to delete this, enter the scenario. I mean, my VNG will be there, VNet, virtual network gateway will be there, VM network will be also the same. Now what I need to do in virtual network gateway, what are the point to sites configuration will do, we have to delete it. Okay, or rather it will be create problems, or not sure. Okay, let it be fine. So again it will be create problems. Okay, fine. So here what point to sites we learned? Site to sites. Okay, so just understand the concept first. Let's say this is here a Azure portal, and this is here your local office. Okay, so in local office there is a on-prem server, and Azure there is a cloud servers. So in between these options you want to set up a connections. That means on-premises server between connection between on-premises servers and cloud server. This is called site-to-site VPN. One side is on-premises, one side is cloud. So interviewer may ask you the questions. You have a on-premises networks and you have a cloud-based networks. In between these two networks, if you want to set a VPN connectivity, then what action you have to do? Then the answer is site-to-site VPN. Okay. So in site-to-site VPN, here we'll first create 2012 machines in my on-premises. So in 2012 machines, I will create on my VMware level, that is 2012 machines, and I will make the machines over internet accessible. Okay, so then first go to there. This is my VMware. I have to create one Windows 2012 server machines. Okay, so go to the new virtual machines. Windows 2012. Machine name is on-prem underscore server. Now server will start building. Okay, so perfect. Now this machine is installed successfully. So what I need to do, I'll put the network address there. So it is a VMware tool is installing. Okay, perfect. So let's put one IP address. Okay, it's a disconnected states. So go to the settings, network adapter, MNet 0. So it will be connected. Just a minute. So I have to sort this okay, so in that case I have to make them internets available. How? Because this networks will connected through bridge networks. Okay, that means this computer will take internet from my base machines. So click OK, and I have not given any IP addresses. Now you can see that internet is connecting fine. So just off this options, local server and enhance security options, because all it create the problems. So after that, now we can access the internet easily here. Now guys, here what the options we need one here, that is our this machine's public IP address. So here I have to ask my IP address. Now this is my public IP address for this machines. Okay, this is my public address. That doesn't mean you do MSTS it will work. No. Against this IP address, they are actually giving the public IP address over that. That doesn't mean your machine will be connected over the internet. No. So this IP address is required whenever we create the local gateway. So let's now understand the concept. Okay. Now this is your on-premises here 2012 server, and this is your cloud portal, right? And middle of that, it is connected through internet. Sorry. So generally this is the internet. Okay, let me try. And this is here, we also have one VNet right? We also have one VNet, and this VNet have two purposes. So the first purpose is it will have one subnet and this subnet to connect this particular machine. That means the VM we have created on Azure portal, and there is a gateway subnet. Okay, so gateway subnets also created. Gateway subnet. This gateway subnet is for to connect this particular machine from on premises, and side by side we also need these two as well. One is virtual network gateway, and another one is local network gateway. Okay, so guys, whatever we have done the configurations, okay, those all are required for this options. So we have created add one NIC card, we have created get, so that part, what are the prerequisites is required, already done. So we have created one NIC card, we have created gateway subnets, we have created virtual network gateway, right? So now what we need to create, I am going to create one local network gateway. Okay, while you create the local network gateway, so then that time this public address is required. Okay, so while create the local local network gateway, so then it's actually this option is required. So in that case I have to go the local networks. Okay. Because every day they are changing that option, so it's very difficult to perform this part. So it's local network gateway. So in this local network gateway, so basically local network gateway is actually create the session between these two connectivity. Okay, so click on add. So my LNG, you can say my LNG, and this IP address is for the public address of your local gateway. So the public of it is a local gateway is this IP address, your on-premises network address. So again I have to search, same they are giving, so I'm just copying this. Okay, so here this is the IP address for any IP address you can provide. So let's say I can provide it for the let's according to choice my 192 or something else. So the range, what should I do? It's for the 10 or 132 or something else. So what will be the part of that? Okay. So I'll put it 10.10 24. So no option need to select for the BGP and all. Whatever the things is that, it's no need, just leave it blank. So this is the resource groups what I know we have. RG, same location, Central Africa, Central US. Just create, click on create. So it will also take some time. And middle of that, what I need to do in these virtual machines, we also need one roles, that is route remote access. So in this machines I have to go server manager, add roles and features, so do one thing, I have to change my server name first. Okay. Now I have to go add roles and features. Next, next, and you have to select remote access. So here I have to select direct access. Next, next. Yes, these two options, the routing and remote access. Click on next, 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 and install. So let's go to the local network gateway again. So still it is there, or refresh? Yes, perfect. Okay, so in that case my local network gateway is already there. Okay, so in that case I have to go my virtual network gateway again. So this is my local network gateway, connections, all it's there. So virtual network gateway. So in virtual network gateway, last time we have created point to site configuration. So that is a different things. So this time I will create. So I am suspecting it will create any problems or not. So okay, not say not create any problem, hopefully. So fine. There is the options connections. Okay, so in this options, add so here we'll see there is an option, then I have to select site to site VPN. So this is our VNode already comes there. Okay, so local gateway is already there. Here we have to do one pre-shared password. So let's do it. Set @123. Okay, so that is option is required. Okay. Okay, now go to the pictures again. In these pictures, we have, you know, attached, you know, gateway subnet to my virtual network gateway. Okay, from this virtual network gateway, it is connected through the local network gateway. From this local network gateway, we have connected our on-prem machines. Is that clear architecture? Any doubt?
No.
Perfect. Fine. So now all the prerequisites we have done successfully. Okay. So now if I go into there, now you can see that the connection type is created, but it is showing status is showing unknown. Okay.
Unknown.
Yeah. Why it is unknown? Until and unless we have to make them connection, it is showing as unknown. Okay. So now I am going to on-premises servers. Open the getting started wizard. Yeah. So in that case, so here we will select deploy VPN only. Now see, this is option was selected red because it is not yet configured. So I'll write it configure. Next, custom configuration. We'll select VPN and dial up. Okay. So in this is actually because it will be dial the connection. Okay. So side by side VPN access configuration, we have to select the, you know, LAN routing as well. So VPN names as well as, you know, LAN routing as well. Next or finish. Okay, now see that the option is showing green there. So now it is a network interfaces option is going on. Just select the network interface, right click, new demand dial interface wizard. So here we'll make it Azure, connect VPN. Now here the protocol we have selected there, IKVE2, that protocols. Okay, so here enter name of IP address of your router you are connecting to. So it will be selected automatically, that is also there, but better. So here, so this is my virtual network gateway ka, its IP address, whatever it is. So that I have to put it here. Okay. So again I have to go there, virtual network gateway. this is my IP address. Okay, now here the passkey we have to prove them, that is what the password I've given. Did you remember?
Yeah, still at the rate, I think 123.
123, great. So this password, it is really helpful. Now this VPN will sync to Azure, because this options will sync to the Azure, but before that you have to make sure that the password is synced each other. Okay, so now this is still it's showing disconnected, so I'm going to the properties, then securities, and then I'll just put the passwords. Okay, I mean secure passwords. After that, click on OK. Now I'm going to right click and connect. Yes, connected. Now you can see it's showing connected. Okay, so it's now connected successfully. Now what I have to go, virtual network gateway connection. It will take some time. Okay, so it's good. Refresh. Have to check the refresh. It will take some time. Okay, so not to worried about it. It's showing connections. It's connecting. It will showing connecting. Okay, so it will take some time. Anyway, so now you can now you can communicate your on-premises to cloud through these machines. This is the big practical we did today. Site to site VPN, point to site VPN. Any doubt, let me know.
No.
This is the big practical. Next practicals, few things we need to learn. Express route, load balancer, traffic manager. After that, network part will be finished. Okay. Oh, sorry, NSG.
Okay.
Network security groups. Okay. So after that, network part will be finished. Then we'll move to storage part. After storage part, we'll move to Azure Active Directory part, and then Azure Policy course end.
Okay. Okay.
This is very interesting. So guys, I hope you guys will start practical as soon as and do that.
Yeah, we are working on it.
Fine. So sending the video.
Okay. Thank you.
So hold on.
Okay, thank you, Siddhartha.
Yeah.
Thank you, Upendra.
Okay. So let's just a minute. Hold on. I'll forget. So let me delete the resource group first. So this is a very big challenge. One of my friends have forget to delete the. He is also Azure trainer, and he is also after one practical he forget to delete the resource groups. And 1 week after he got message that's the bill amount will come 8,500.
Oh.
So while do the
Yes.
practical, guys, when you will go to the pay as you go model, keep aware yourself. If you forget to delete this part, 8,000 will just finish from your account. So This is the big things. After done the practical, immediately delete the resource groups. Immediately. And do not close the portal as well. You got my point? If you close this portal, that doesn't mean it is deleting from the background. No, it will stop. So keep that portal up to end. So many things you need to learn before you use it. It's just dangerous like snakes, I'm telling you. Okay, let it be delete. Fine. So I'm sending the video.
So we just need to delete only a resource group. What about VNet?
No. Everything is under this resource group, right? Everything is under resource group. Once resource group will be deleted, first resource groups will try to delete all those stuffs as one by one. Then finally last resource groups will delete. So one of the resource group is there. This is the network watching. This is for the monitoring purpose. Okay, see, it will be automatically created. Whenever you will create any resource groups, so these resource groups will automatically create. And after delete this RG1, after delete this RG1, you have to delete network watch RG as well. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Fine.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. It has been deleted. Okay, fine guys, thank you.